Hey guys, it's Swarzide back for part 3, and I promised you a battle last time, didn't I? And I got Chikorita up to level 8. It only took one battle because she only needed 3 more experience. And we are going to equip the berry because I recommended you hang on to one. It'll be very useful in this fight. So, and it's that guy. He was sneaking in the lab. And he's calling us a wimp. Just because you pushed us once doesn't mean you'll get to push us again. And to begin the battle. And that's his name. And he picks the starter that has the advantage over yours, like normal. So obviously in this case, with me having Chikorita, he picks Cyndaquil. If I had picked Cyndaquil, he would have Totodile, and if I had picked Totodile, he would have Chikorita. His Pokemon will always be level 5, regardless of how much you trained. And they don't come armed with the berry, unlike you did. So, assuming you've got a few levels, and it helps when they fail, if you got a few levels, this battle should be not hard at all. It's not like other games where you're pitted against each other at level 5. This time you've got a nice chance to train going throughout 29 and then throughout 30 twice. See, this thing... okay, you missed. Now it's going to rack up a little more damage. I was going to say 6 damage. But never mind that. You missed twice. Did it use smoke? No, it doesn't have smoke screen yet. What the heck? You just failed, Chikorita. Oh, you got a crit to make up for it. Good job. And we didn't even get a level. Hopefully I'll get that. Your name's Question. And here's going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Sorry, dude. So does everybody else. And you get healed after that fight. Don't know how, but you do. Alright, so I'm going to take the berry back off Chikorita, because I want to save it for later. And we got to go back to Professor Elm. See what this emergency was. And I think by now you can guess what it is. I take my special route if the lady gets out of my way. There is a roundabout way to get through the route going this way without running into any grass. You gotta be careful here because there's only one spot where you can walk, and if you go too far you'll jump off. However, I am going to go find a Pokemon to beat so I can get Chikorita to level 9. I will be back when that happens. Alright, that was fun. It only took one Pokemon in order to get that. And let's head back to Professor Elm's lab. And it's the cops. Oh, what did I do? Oh, that guy? Yeah, I battled him. Yeah, I got his name, and I don't know what to say. But since I got my partner Quasi over there, working on that yellow, run through with me, he gets the honor. Well, let's not misspell it. Let's talk to him and give him the special mystery egg. He's like, oh my god! And he jumps back. Of course it is. What'd you think it was, a chicken? Did you expect anything less? Or did you just pick me randomly? I'm guessing he probably did. He had no idea what we're capable of. And he recommends we take the gym challenge. And I would rather go somewhere else besides Violet City to start, but we don't have a choice. And Chikorita's a little hurt, so we'll heal her. In the special machine, heal Pokemon. Yes or no. And as we leave, the aide talks to us again and gives us, it says 1 Pokeball, but it's actually 5. So, first thing we should do is go talk to our mom, because she activates something pretty important. And she's standing in front of the fridge. It is very cute. She's awesome. Yes, I am. I just love how she just gets over it that fast. So basically, our mom's gonna become our bank, and I'm not gonna do this right now because I'd rather keep all my money with me. And really, all she buys for you is every once in a while she gets you a decent item. Not always though. Okay, now that we have our Pokeballs, this guy is going to interrupt us. But he's the traditional guy who shows you how to catch Pokemon. But to him, you can say no. And I will show you in a second, so sucks for him. Alright, so let's get into a battle, if I can find one. Come on. As you noticed, it's morning, so we're going to get a different set of Pokemon. Unless it's a Rattata again. And here's Pidgey. It is a normal flying type, as I mentioned in part 1 when we traversed this route first. And basically, you lower their health, and you throw a Pokeball. I am not one of the people who just catches only the Pokemon they want to use. I catch everything. So we caught Pidgey. The tiny bird, common in grassy areas and forests, it is very docile and will chase off enemies by flapping up sand. Isn't that controversial? So, and then it's added to your party, assuming you have less than 6 Pokemon on your team. And 7s and 6s. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to walk around until I find another new Pokemon, because there's 2 more we can find here. So I'll be back in a minute. And this is the Sentret I was talking about first part. And he's level 3. We're still not going to risk Razor Leaf on these guys, because we'd probably take them out right away. Well, maybe not Pidgey, but... anyways, these guys have really low catch rates. So if you get them into yellow health, you're likely to catch them. And if they break out, they're just being jerks. See? We got Sentret. And at this point in the day, the only Pokemon left to find here is Rattata. And unless this is it, it is not. So I'm going to traverse Route 29, or at least for a little while. If I find a Rattata, I'll come back. If not, I will see you where I want to be. You'll see. Alright, and this is where I want to be. This is the guardhouse on the north part of Route 29. It heads up to Route 46. As you can think, that's quite a jump. But it's just the bottom of the route you can access right now. And not the top, because the top we'll get to much, much later. And the first new Pokemon we can find is Spearow. Spearow is also normal in flying, just like Pidgey. However, it's generally considered to be better, because it's got a higher attack, and that's not good if it has Peck. It's got a higher attack, and it has better speed. However, it's not as bulky as Pidgeot is. And we got it. Alright. So I'm just going to search this grass for more new Pokemon. Well, not exactly new, but I found a Rattata. And we have to catch that still, so we're going to get this one. After this, I'm going to run to Cherry Grove and buy more Pokeballs, because I don't want to risk finding a wild Pokemon I would have a hard time finding, and not being able to catch it because I have only one Pokeball left. So I'm going to basically cut till after that, and I go find more Pokemon. There are still 2 more Pokemon we can find here, and I will get to that in a minute. Well, I decided to come back while I was in the mart just to prove that there are Pokeballs there now. And unlike later generations, you can't just skip to the maximum amount you can buy, so I gotta go with 16. So yeah, I'm pretty much broke. I'll meet you back on Route 46. Okay, that took a while. Well, we found a Geodude. And unlike just about everything else up to this point, Geodude is neither rock nor bug. So, for Chikorita and Totodile users, if you're catching a Geodude, avoid using grass or water attacks. They will destroy a Geodude. Geodude is both rock and ground, meaning both of its types are weak to both grass and water. And it also, on top of that, it has horrible special defense, and both of those types are special in this generation. So Geodude's kind of screwed if it gets hit by one. However, as you can see with how many tackles it's taken to bring it down to red health, it has massive defenses. And even with a crit, that took a while. I've decided I'm going to leave the last Pokemon here for a while now. That's because it's Jigglypuff, and there's only a 5% chance of finding it. And until, like, about a year ago, I didn't even know they were here, because I never saw one when I was here. And, let's see, maybe it's a Jigglypuff. Nope. See you in a minute. Overkill. Chikorita got a crit with Razor Leaf on that Geodude. Get out of my way. As it is now morning, the berry trees have regenerated. So I can pick a new berry! Hooray! And back in Cherry Grove City, let's check our Pokedex. And I'm going to switch to the new Pokedex mode because all these Pokemon are late there. So we've caught Chikorita, saw Cyndaquil because we can't catch that one. Caught Pidgey, caught Spearow. It's morning, so we can't catch Hoothoot yet. Caught Rattata, caught Sentret. And I found a Weedle while training Chikorita. We'll catch one hopefully in the next part. And we caught Geodude. So that's about it. That was a fun catching spree. I hope it didn't bore you guys too much. And I kind of abused the cuts, didn't I? I'll see you guys later.